0.9 recurring is equal to 1. That's quite a bold statement. Do you agree? Well, let's see how if we can convert repeating decimals into fractions and then see if we can prove that this is the case. Okay, so write 0.4 recurring as a fraction. First thing to do is let x equal 0.4 recurring. Now if we multiply this by 10, we get 10x is 4.4 recurring. Now because there's an infinite number of 4s after the decimal point in both cases, we can subtract these two, one from the other, and then that leaves us with 9x equals 4. So if 9x equals 4, then x must equal 4/9. So therefore 0.4 recurring is 4/9. How about doing this one, 0.48 recurring, and it's right as a fraction in its simplest form. See if you can have a go at this one using the previous example to help you. Pause the video and then come back to see if you were correct. Okay, so again, we'll let x equal 0.48 recurring, but times it by 10 is not going to help because that will give us 4.84848484, and the digits are not going to line up. But it's in a block of 2. Let's try write down 100x instead, which gives you 48.48 recurring. Again, we can subtract x from this one, leaves us 99x equals 48. So if we divide both sides by 99, x will equal 48 over 99. Now that can be simplified as 48 and 99 are both divisible by 3. So that gives us 16 over 33. Our next example is 0.25 recurring. It's only the 5 recurring. It's 0.2, an infinite number of 5s afterwards. Okay, write this one as a fraction. So let's try our x equals 0.25 recurring. Okay, now as only one digit after that recurs, let's try 10x, which gives you 2.5 recurring. However, it's not lining up yet with what we've got above. So if we write down what 100x is, we have 25.5 recurring. Now, after decimal point, we have the same number recurring all the time. So these will be able to cancel out when we subtract. So 100x is 25.5 recurring, 10x is 2.5 recurring. Subtracting 10x away 100x gives you 90x. That will equal 23. So in this case, x will equal 23 over 90. So that means that 0.25 recurring is 23/90. Okay, our final example, we've got 4.042. Write that as a fraction. Simplest form. Forget about the 4 for the moment, just deal with the decimal. So look, let x be 0.042. Now last time we were talking about where there's a block of 2, we had 100x, didn't we? Okay, well, if you start off with 10x to start with, that makes 0.42. 100x would only be 4.2424242, so not quite right. So then move the block of digits another 2 places to the left. We'd need to find out what 1000x is, which is 42.42 recurring. So having one, subtract one from the other, we have 990x is equal to 42. So x would be 42 over 990, but again we want to simplify that as far as we can. Well, 3 goes into 990 and 42, as does 6. So we have 4.48 and it's 4 and 7 over 165.